Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who rule well. And salutation, much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word and truth and sincerity. For us from Great Millstone Tampa back with another lesson. We're just going to go through the spirit, hit on the mark of the beast, man, and all the prophecies leading up to it. Go ahead, though. Those articles.
Yeah, so, this is just news that came out earlier today. And the article is entitled, MasterCard Introduces Controversial Biometric Payments That Require a Face Scan. And this is just signs of the times, okay? If a brother wants to get that entrenched about thee in Matthews, the enemy, when seeing the enemy entrenched,
Look it up.
kind of, because Esau Edom, man, is setting up his position to surround Jake, man. All right, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Primarily, he's seeking the elect, but he's coming after everyone because he doesn't know exactly who the elect is, and even Esau knows that the Israelites are scattered amongst all the nations. So this is why the world has been moving to this new financial system, which is going to be the digital currencies. Okay, they call them CBDCs, central bank cryptocurrency, or
CBDCs, central
CBDC.
bank digital currency. Yeah.
Yep. So, and now you have this. MasterCard introduces controversial biometric payments that require a face scan, man. So they're getting closer and closer, and they're putting it in your face to see the reactions of people. Okay, because they've already been putting the biometrics on your phone.
Yeah.
When you wanted to,
Fingerprint and all that.
yep, fingerprints. When you want to do payments over your phone, like you just touch the thing, you got to first do a face scan to verify that this you making a payment with your phone. So now they're coming out with it on the cards, man. Okay, and it's gonna soon be implanted in your right hand or in your forehead, man, or anywhere in your body. The most convenient places being the right hand, or you can walking through it as long as it's wherever it is in you, as long as you pass certain spots like these Amazon grocery stores where you just walk in, that scans your system for the chip, it gets all your information, and now it knows who you are. Okay, so this is where we're moving to. So, brother, got that?
Yeah, it's in Luke.
Yep. Okay, come.
It's not yet. Oh man, what's going on here? All right, this is Luke 19:43. It says, "For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side."
What's the verse again?
19:43.
1943. So read it again, Baba Kishar.
It says, "For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side."
Now that day already came, okay, through 70 AD, when Esau Edom came and put those trenches around Jerusalem and sieged Jerusalem.
It started them out, because nothing could come into the city.
Right, exactly.
And that's what Esau's doing. They're telling you food shortages, this and that, gas prices, inflation, which is throughout the whole world. This is not just happening in America. Inflation is happening everywhere.
Right.
Food shortages is happening everywhere. So they're entrenching the whole world because why? The hour of temptation is coming.
Exactly. And so going into that word trench, okay, the Greek there is karax, okay, which is the root word of the word charagma.
Yep.
Which that trench is going to be the method of how Esau Edom is going to inject this his mark into you, man. Which he's already gearing you people up through the whole Crown Victoria model year 2019s. Okay, when he was doing that, when you had to go and get Vicky. Okay, so he was already programming you subconsciously to be okay with getting something injected into you, and all this time, the way technology has been advancing, it's been so that you're okay with the technological advances as far as doing payments electronically. Okay,
you're accustomed to it now. It's like, okay, it's just like same thing with credit cards.
Right.
You got accustomed to using that instead of cash for a while, and then with the credit, instead of swiping it, the chip on the card,
Tap and go.
then it turned into tap and go.
right.
All right. So all these things, it's easy for you to get accustomed to these things. These people are basically just sheep. You just follow whatever the main event.
The tap and go. That's what they were conditioning the people for. like the brother said, the 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 biometric shit. This is another article real quick. This is on CNBC. It says MasterCard launches tech that lets you pay with your face or hand in stores. What are they for? The condition you know, to use that to pay, you
Right.
know. And it started with credit cards. You know, they added a chip into the card. You had to just first it started with put it, insert it, read the chip, and now it's just tap and go. You don't even need a pin now.
And it's so easy and convenient for the masses, and a lot of people are using that. They also use the Apple Pay on their phone, these kind of things like that. Boop. Yeah, exactly. Boop. I don't use that, but I can imagine.
Hey, I've used it before, the Apple Pay, you know?
Yeah.
You double.
I'll just read the third one. It says the technology could one day help with the development of payments infrastructure for the metaverse. Then the executive said.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
They're trying to get this new virtual world that they're trying to build for you peons, for you sheep. All right? You know, a lot of you ain't really going for it right now, but they're going to make you really want it.
You're not gonna have an option.
Yeah, you're not exactly. They're phasing out this shit here, this tangible shit, and it's all gonna be digital.
And they're
Everything's
telling
gonna
you
be
they're doing it. It's not that they're asking you. They're telling you they're doing it.
but people are buying it, and you know, whatever the case may be, people are buying it, buying into the situation, and now they're invested into it, and hoping that their investment actually grows. And if you invest into it, it might grow because that's what they want. They want you to invest into it and do away with this tangible.
By the troops that are the flood that is coming.
The flood,
all right. It says, and they shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children with thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another. It's like it, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
And see, the Lord's visitation is coming out. We talk about the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, and the brother mentioned 70 A.D. Okay, all right. Well, you know, Jerusalem, you know, it's a people before it's a place, and you know, Jake is scattered all throughout the earth, and Jake is going to have to deal with this. All right, they're going to be tempted to get involved in this because really there's no other way because they don't understand, you know, the Lord. Okay, they're not searching for that way. They're searching for the easy way out. So they're going to take that way.
With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast,
Yep.
and them that worshipped his image. These were cast into the lake, alive into a lake of fire with brimstone. Now, the point that I want to bring out on that is where it says, which he deceived them, which had received the mark. So Esau is going to deceive people, which is when you go into Revelation.
The option you have is to trust in Yahweh Shemashai. And that's not going to be dependent on what Esau is telling you.
Right.
You know, you're just going to have faith. So, hey, well, how you going to eat? How you going to do anything? Because in today's society, you need money for everything. You need money to get on the bus. You need money to flush the toilet. So don't pay your water bill and see if you can. How long you gonna be able to flush the toilet? Or how long the lights gonna stay on?
Yeah, your house is gonna end up stinking, and you're not gonna be able to live like that. Okay, so you're gonna need money. It might be cool for a while. Yeah, I'm sticking to the system. I ain't getting it. I'm off the grid. Yeah, 2 weeks of that shit, you're gonna be trying to find.
We'll see.
Something to live with. Yeah, you're gonna try to find a job and try to get back and plug into the system again.
And plus, people gonna be looking for the shit you got. Cause you off the grid, right? Well, shit, that means you.
No, you got it, brother.
Well, you had a little bit more on that, Luke?
Of course not. It doesn't want to pop up.
Yeah, I want to grab it.
See,
Let me try to reload it.
yeah, man. But you see how the Lord is setting up so that the undesirables of Israel, they're gonna
His image and receive his.
okay. The Bible, you can't really speak on that no more. It's offensive. The new religion is science.
That's the old time religion. Yeah, remember that from the Twilight Zone? Yeah, that old time. Hey, but he was scoffing, but he ended up getting saved at the end of the day.
Because he believed.
Yeah, give me that old time. Yeah, brother said, and watch that. Go watch The Chosen on the Twilight Zone.
Yep. This is real quick to go with. I got a couple precepts to go with what you brothers are talking about. Give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image. So those that ain't with what Esau is doing.
And he got the power,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and it was the ones about to change over and get full authority.
Right.
The
who.
if not who and where is he?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. He's telling you who he is.
Which the Who,
Joe
is, who makes the Who sound? It's an owl, man.
Yeah,
Going back to the Molech, which,
Right.
Yeah, which I believe in Chinese, who is like
not and should be killed. Those that don't worship the beast, right? So as he says here in the Greek, apokotino, and it says to kill everything into the blockchain system, okay, to where you're making payments through automatic payments. Okay, that's why they give people discounts when you pay through. You set up your bank account to automatically take out of your buy.
Yeah, go to that one.
Okay, kind
Yeah.
of. So the root word for that one is apo, and it says of separation.
There you go. You're gonna be separated from society. You're gonna be ostracized.
Yep.
You're gonna be like the elders are going into. You're gonna be. They've been practicing social distancing, right? Well, it's gonna be social outcasts now.
Outcast.
Yep.
Not just distance 6 feet. No, you can't come around at all.
And you're gonna want that.
Well, the people are gonna want
Yeah,
that because
people.
you're the problem. Just like they were saying, oh, y'all the problem. Y'all want to take the juicy juice. The
Such and
Frito
such.
Lays.
Right, and they showed you that through the Crown Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Because those that didn't get the Vicky, they were ostracized
Yep.
or at least deemed.
You
couldn't
where's
go.
your card at?
Yeah, where's your card? You can't come in
Where's
here
your V card?
unless you masked up. You can't come into this place. And then it turned into if you didn't get Vicky, you couldn't come and dine at this restaurant.
Right.
You couldn't even eat outside.
can't
of the
work.
restaurant.
Yeah,
you
some
couldn't
Someplace
work.
the government, the whole government system,
Right.
the military. Come on, man.
There's videos on these things on Instagram and all these different social medias where people are trying to eat at these restaurants and getting kicked out. Okay.
Coming to blows. So what? When it's life and death, food is on the line. People want to kill each other for this shit. I don't give a damn if I ain't got it. I'm gonna get it.
Whatever I gotta die for it, I'm gonna get it.
Yep.
And that's why they're gonna separate societies. They're gonna have different zones, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All right. Hey, well, people getting evicted as we speak, so they're gonna tell you, hey,
Point.
come in here, take this chip, and we're gonna give you housing.
Right.
We're gonna give you a basic income. What is it? Universal
basic-
UBI.
Yep.
So you don't gotta work. You just come in here, get this tip, and you don't have to be amongst them looting niggas out there.
It's very tantalizing. It's gonna sound because what you paying? They just added an extra $400 to your rent. Okay, you're still getting paid the same amount of money that you was before.
Yes, and you can't say that it's not possible. Look, in Shanghai, them walls went up overnight. Niggas didn't know what was. They woke up to a wall in the front of the
Overnight,
door.
yeah.
They're like, what the fuck?
You stuck in your
So
apartment.
don't say it's not possible.
Right. And also too, the whole thing with commodities such as like fuel and electricity, being one of them, and even water for your house. That's another way of being able to the meter starts
yeah.
which is in the houses.
The smart meters.
The smart meters at the house, man.
And they've been had those things since the mid 2000s.
Yep.
Okay.
And they went around to house, whether you noticed it, you didn't even have to be there. They'll knock on the door, because I witnessed it. I was outside, this nigga was just walking, do. Nobody opens up, nigga just went to work changing your meter.
Installed it real quick.
Yeah, and then went to the next house, do.
Niggas didn't like that. I remember. Yeah, I worked for
Hey, yo,
an
who are
electric
you,
company.
man?
Yeah, they didn't like that shit. They would call in and talk about, hey, I didn't ask for this smart meter. Hey,
Too bad.
Too bad.
You pay us, right?
It's new shit.
And you have no say in it.
This is in
13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now we went into that word killed, going into the
or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 34, verse 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him, therefore, is a man of blood. Verse 22.
For the money. If you can't work, then how you gonna get paid? Or if you don't got that new system that they're setting up, if you're not part of it, then how they gonna pay you?
You're being
Right.
slayed.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, that's a good scripture. Bro. Right. Sirach chapter 34. I'll read verse 21 again. It says, the bread of the needy is their life.
Who was the main people? It was just big
Proportionate.
yeah, it's unproportionate.
You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you being hard
Man.
man. The water.
Yeah.
Con. So it says, he that taketh away his neighbor's livers, Slakia, wrong one. Verse 21, this is Sirach 34 and 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him, therefore, is a man of blood.
Esau Edom.
Right.
Because thou didst hate blood,
Yeah.
blood shall pursue thee.
Woo!
So now Esau Edom is gonna cause you to basically die off by separating you from what's needful for life, man. Taking away your access to food. That's why he's restricting you right now. He's putting a stranglehold on you with these shortages. This is all planned, man. So that when it comes time to,
This is part of him. He causeth all.
Yep.
This is him, because you go into that word, is pretty much to make.
Yep.
So he's gonna put you in a corner, you know, and make you take it,
you're
or you're gonna be cut off, like I said.
Give you that ultimatum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it. Because you've been withholding these things. So then you be like, man, it's like a crackhead, man. You take away crack from a crackhead and like a bling bling the crack.
Yeah.
Remember when they tied him up to the...
Matter of fact, make it 10,000 a month.
And that's just not. And then after a couple of months, that's
Ain't
just
gonna
not
be
gonna
no
be
shit.
nothing. Yeah, you be like, okay, well, I'm getting 10,000 a month. I'm making more money every minute of my life, but I'm still broken in the bitch.
Yep. Now you paying fucking $8,500 for rent. Shit.
The gas is gonna run out. They're using the reserves.
Mhm.
Okay.
And diesel's is damn near through.
And,
That
who-
shit's like 6 something already.
and the truckers use diesel, and there's a lot of trucks on this road. Okay, and eventually they're not gonna be on the road anymore.
Yeah, the truckers are the backbone of America.
Absolutely. Back in the scripture here, it says, I read that, verse 22, He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder.
Yeah, so and then a lot of people are going to die because of this. Because, you're going to have a lot of people that ain't going to want to do it, that are going to die, man. A lot of people are going to die of a famine.
Yeah. I don't want to take a chip. Why you gonna die of starvation then?
Because the Lord never wanted you anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're gonna, you think you're doing the right thing, which technically, you're not taking it. All right, yeah, good. But the Lord, hey, all that shit you was talking before in the world,
Yeah.
it's gonna catch up to you because the Lord, the Lord.
You probably heard the truth. Like,
Mhm.
nah, man, I ain't taking it. Oh, they did say that shit though.
Mhm.
But you was too proud to humble yourself and come back to the Lord, so
Right.
you still gonna die.
You heard not to take the chip on like a reggae song or some shit.
Yeah.
And but we trying to tell you about
On
how much you got
Instagram,
shot.
you saw a Facebook prophet.
I ain't taking that shit. I ain't. Yeah, fuck that shit. Evil. That's mark of the beast, yo.
Yeah.
It's mark of the beast. Then you got a brother trying to tell you
But
about.
did nothing for the Lord.
Yeah, you ain't do shit for the Lord. You over here smoking weed and all that shit. So the Lord gonna make you die of the famine. You whatever you take the ship or not, you gonna be hard headed or whatever. You gonna be out there starving,
And that's why a lot of people are, before.
trying to pay for gas and just regular shit right now today.
Mhm.
All right, this shit is getting sweet, man. Dog, this shit's getting hard, bro.
And that's what, bro. He's playing mind games with you people with this media talking about oh my God, they're sending all the formula milk or whatever the hell is called
Playing
to
on
the
your
border.
heartstrings,
Well,
yeah.
they're saying they're sending it all to the border. They're sending this amount of baby formula to the border while babies in America are starving. Well, why? If the babies are starving, it's the mother's fault. She should be breastfeeding in the first place.
Absolutely.
So it's all a fucking psyop, man. It's a mind game. Esau's man.
You're falling for. You're being fucked.
Your
right?
baby's
Yeah.
starving. What you mean? You got 2 titties, don't you, bitch?
Big milk jugs. Use them shits. Oh, it hurts, nigga.
Instead of shaking them and showing them off on Instagram, why don't you breastfeed your fucking kid?
Hey, y'all people are completely destroyed. You Americans,
Right.
you Western ass people, who are destroyed.
That's
Your
why-
mind is gone.
Right, that's why Yahushua said, "Don't weep for me, weep for yourself and your kids."
That's right.
Shit, how much more of a statement is that today? Shit.
Right.
And we read about it in Luke 19. That your kids are gonna be flattened out with you, man. You're gonna see in 2 Ezra 16. It talks about your kids are gonna starve.
Lamentations 4:10, where it talks about you gonna be boiling your children. Okay.
Let me get that real quick, just the main point
Yeah, man.
on it. Cause hey man, your kids are gonna die. All right, unless you come back to the Lord, man. Where is it? Let's see here. Salakia. I just type in hunger. It should come up. 2 Ezra 15 and 57. It says, "Thy children shall die of hunger." Oh, they dying. They could supposedly losing food because you want to use fucking powdered milk.
Prophecy.
Similac and
Infamil.
Nestle. And thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword.
This is and people are actually listening. Your ass may be getting offended by it, but hey, when that day comes, then you're gonna know exactly what the hell was going on. All right. Oh yeah, those men were right. Oh yeah, they said there was gonna be salvation at that point because
Well, the door, like I said, is the doors of repentance. They'll close when